Hello, family. I am back from a short break, and I'm excited to share a word with you today from Hebrews chapter 13, verses 1 through 2. I'm going to read the New International Version today. Keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. Amen. Today, we're continuing our series, Kingdom Principles for Successful Living, with a focus on the principle of hospitality. This passage teaches us three powerful kingdom truths about hospitality that can transform the way we live. Number one, hospitality flows from love. The command to keep on loving one another in verse 1 sets the foundation. Hospitality isn't just about good manners, it's an expression of kingdom love. Hospitality is love in action, and love is the heartbeat of kingdom life. Kingdom success begins with relationships. When we welcome others, we create an atmosphere where God's love can be felt in tangible ways. A community rooted in love becomes a safe place for growth, and that attracts God's presence and blessing. When I think about hospitality, I'm reminded of the Shunammite woman in 2 Kings chapter 4. Whenever the prophet Elisha came through her town, she persuaded him to stop and eat. Then she took it a step further. She told her husband, I know this is a holy man of God. Let's build a small room so he can stay whenever he's in town. She did this with no strings attached, without charging any Airbnb fees and no conditions. She simply saw the need and met it. And her husband, he was fully on board and unbothered by having another man stay in their home. Here's a side note. Who you marry really does matter, and it can shape the extent of your hospitality. In God's kingdom, success isn't measured by wealth or success, but by how faithfully we walk in love. Number two, hospitality extends beyond familiar circles. The instruction to welcome strangers expands the reach of love beyond family, friends, or church members. It's easy to be hospitable to family and friends, but what about people you don't know well? Would you invite your neighbor over for dinner? Would you host a church group in your home? Sometimes we shy away from hospitality. Maybe because we're not fond of small talk, or we just don't want to step out of our comfort zone. We may avoid it because we don't want to clean up, we want to spend extra money on groceries, or give up our privacy. But kingdom living calls us to something greater than our own convenience. The Shunammite woman, she wasn't related to the prophet Elisha. At first, he was just a stranger passing by. Yet she fed him and his servant Gehazi without hesitation. Living successfully in God's kingdom means going beyond our close circle, blessing and impacting others, and showing the same inclusive love that God shows us. Number three, hospitality unlocks divine opportunities. Verse 2 reminds us, it says, do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing, some have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. The reference to entertaining angels without knowing it teaches that acts of kindness can carry unseen spiritual significance. One day, while resting in the Shunammite woman's upper room, Prophet Elisha asked how he could bless her. She didn't even ask for anything, but Gehazi mentioned that she had no son and that her husband was old. Elisha prayed, and by next year, she gave birth to a son, as the man of God said. This notable woman had already come to terms that motherhood was out of the question for her. But her hospitality positioned her for a miracle without fertility treatments or medical intervention, just divine favor. Hospitality can lead to supernatural encounters, divine appointments, and unexpected blessings. In summary, Hebrews 13, 1 through 2 reminds us that hospitality is vital in God's kingdom and is reflected in our love and simple everyday acts of service. True kingdom success is relational, not transactional, and often brings blessings beyond anything we could plan. 1 Peter chapter 4 verses 8 through 9 reminds us, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. As kingdom citizens, we understand that everything we have, our money, our homes, our time, belongs to our King. This is why we should always serve with pure intentions, without conditions, and without complaining. Like the Shunammite woman, let's open our hearts and lives with no strings attached. And as you love and care for others, trust and believe that the King of Kings will always remember you. Amen. As always, stay blessed and in your word. I look forward to seeing you again next week for another Women Word Wednesday message. Bye.